back to Flashback Fridays. My name is Keyanna Washington with my co-anchor,
Sarah Cron.
And today's story is about the Casey Anthony trial.
Audio Jungle.
Casey Anthony was the mother of a 2-year-old daughter named Caylee Anthony. After countless trials and questioning, Casey Anthony was let go and proven not guilty. Caylee Marie Anthony was a 2-year-old American girl who lived in Orlando, Florida with her mother, Casey Marie Anthony, and her maternal grandparents, George and Cindy Anthony. On July 15, 2008, she was reported missing to 911 by Cindy, who said she had not seen Caylee for 31 days and that Casey's car smelled like a dead body had been inside it. Cindy said Casey had given varied explanations as to Caylee's whereabouts before finally telling her that she had not seen Caylee for weeks. Casey told detectives several falsehoods, including that the child had been kidnapped by a nanny on June 9th and that she had been trying to find her, too frightened to alert the authorities. She was charged with first-degree murder in October 2008 and pleaded not guilty.
The trial lasted 6 weeks, from May to July 2011. The prosecution sought the death penalty and alleged Casey murdered her daughter to free herself from parental responsibilities by administering chloroform and applying duct tape. The defense team, led by Jose Baez, counted that the child had drowned accidentally in the family swimming pool on July 16, 2008, and that George Anthony disposed of the body. The defense contended that Casey lied about this and other issues because of a dysfunctional upbringing, which they said included sexual abuse by her father. The defense did not present evidence as to how Caylee died, nor evidence that Casey was sexually abused as a child, but challenged every piece of the prosecution's evidence, calling much of it fantasy forensics. Casey did not testify. On July 5, 2011, the jury found Casey not guilty of first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter of a child, but guilty of 4 misdemeanor counts of providing false information to a law enforcement officer. With credit for time served, she was released on July 17, 2011. A Florida appeals court overturned 2 of the misdemeanor convictions on January 25, 2013.
In the Circuit Court for the 9th Judicial Circuit in and for Orange County, Florida. State of Florida versus Casey Marie Anthony. As to case number 2008 CF 15606-0. As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson. As to the charge of aggravated child abuse, verdict as to count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson.
The results caused an outrage in society. Many people were stunned by the decisions that the court ruled.
How do you feel about Casey Anthony being proven not guilty?
I believe that it was wrong, that they didn't look deep enough into the case, and that the evidence given to them wasn't that sure, but sure enough for the public, not the jury, to prove that she's guilty.
How do you feel about Casey Anthony being proven not guilty?
I feel like, it's a slap in the face because other people are like older, they die, and then guess what? You're going to jail. And then it's a little girl, and then you kill her, and then everything's all hunky dory, everything's fine, and people just go.
Do you think Casey Anthony is guilty?
Yes, I do. I believe that she's guilty with the facts given at the court, though they said not guilty. I believe she is.
Do you think Casey Anthony is guilty?
Yeah, you killed somebody who's defensive. It's basically like abortion. It's just the same thing. Like somebody who doesn't even have a chance, killed them. For what? Like, what do you gain out of it? Whatever.
This has been Keyanna Washington
And Sarah Cron.
Thank you for joining us today. Catch us next week on Flashback Friday. This has been Keyanna Washington
And Sarah Cron.
This is Keyanna Washington.
And Sarah Cron.
Catch us next week on
Mel,
Flashback.
what are you doing?
Oh my!
She's about to get out. She's beating at me.
to Friday Night Fever. Okay. Hello, my name is Keyanna Washington, my co-anchor.
Sarah Cron.
I said keep going.
Start all over.
No, okay.
Just leave a
Just go.
And today's story is about the Casey Anthony trial.
Casey Anthony was the mother of a 2-year-old daughter, Caylee Anthony.
I